Hello everyone, welcome back to K's Models. My name is Greg and today we're going to be taking a look at the 1938 Super Jeep from Golden Gate Depot. So in this video I'll be going over a little bit of background history on the prototype, my thoughts on the model, and then I'll be showing it going around the layout. So stick around. To start off with a little bit of background history on the Super Chief. The Super Chief was a streamlined passenger train originally put into service in 1936 on the Santa Fe Railroad. In 1938, the train was upgraded with a couple more sets of these lightweight streamlined cars to replace the aging heavyweight sets that it had been originally running with. Along with that was the addition of new diesel-electric engines, in the case of when these were delivered, the EMD E1s. In this form, the train would run twice a week between Chicago and Los Angeles, and then later on, with the addition of new equipment, would then run pretty much daily. However, focusing more on the 1938 train in front of us, the consist as built consisted of starting off with a baggage dorm buffet lounge car, 3 sleepers, a dormitory lounge, a diner, 2 more sleepers, and then the sleeper lounge observation. Now let's move on to the model. Basic features involved for the Golden Gate Depot 1938 Super Chief include the now normal among Golden Gate Depot releases ball bearing wheel sets and trucks, full LED lighting, full interior detail with figures and individually painted seats, flicker free lighting, scale length cars, and KD mounts. The cars are constructed of extruded aluminum with many separately applied hand irons, grab irons, steps, and other details. As I've noticed with the more recent Golden Gate Depot release, I've noticed a steady increase in quality and these things being basically ready to run straight out of the box. There were only a couple issues that I ran into with this set. The main issue being the diaphragms. These cars have the same style or similar style diaphragms to the ones that were on the North Coast Limited. On that set, the main complaint I had for that was the rubber piece that was sitting on top of the diaphragm. I didn't think it looked good and it didn't really perform well. And I want to thank Golden Gate Depot for listening to that advice and replacing it with a piece of plastic, or I think it's either plastic or brass, so it's a nice rigid part and it stays in place. While I do appreciate this, the models did unfortunately come with a couple of the cars had broken diaphragms. This top part and sometimes the rest of the diaphragm was cracked because the rest of the diaphragm is plastic, as well as the end of the car. The rest of the car is extruded aluminum. And it appears to be down to the cars just being jostled in shipping. But some of them are a little warped. And I don't know if that was they're warped with no cracks in the paint, so I don't know if this is something that they left the factory with, but it's just something of note that I thought I would mention. My other main issue comes from the end of the observation car. I almost didn't notice this until I read Santiago P23's review on this set. If you look closely on a unmodified one of these models on the observation, the body sits a little higher on the rear truck of the observation than it does on the front truck. This was a pretty simple fix. The reason why was just the screw holding the body to the frame at that point was placed in the wrong spot, and as a result it was pushing down on the frame of the car, and that forced the body up. You may not notice it at first, but once you notice it, it's hard to get out of your mind. So the way I went about it was the same way that he did. I just took a Dremel and cut a little divot into the frame where that screw was sitting, and that allowed the car to sit flat again. As is normal with Golden Gate Depot cars as well, the Steam heat lines, air brake lines are separately applied details that you will apply yourself, as well as a couple other of the steps that go on the side of the car. These go in with just a screw, and they have an alignment pin on most of them, so it's very simple to add in. Only adds like an extra minute to getting these cars up and running, but they're also completely optional. It's up to you. Overall, I think these cars came out great. Only the minor thing with the diaphragm and the frame on the observation, but none of those things hindered performance in any way and were easily remedied. I personally really recommend this set if you can even get one anymore. But yeah, very little modifications done, and the only thing that I would probably do after I finish this video is probably throw a protocraft coupler on the end of that observation just to make it look a little better. Alright, now with that all taken care of, let me show you it running around the layout. For power today, I'm going to be using a set of third rail PAs. These models will be featured in an upcoming review. Alright, so that about wraps it up for today's video. Overall, like I said before, I really like how the way this set came out, and I highly recommend it. If you liked the video, be sure to subscribe to see more updates from me in the future, as well as future product reviews and projects. Maybe even a show vlog. I don't know, I may do that. I want to do that again. But either way, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.